Annakie wear on your wedding?
Oh, she's gonna smack you if you get this one wrong. That's what I'm saying. Red and
you were gonna say Happy New Year anyway.
Lingerie.
Oh, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying now.
We weren't asking that. You can file for your citizenship 90 days before the 5-year anniversary of you getting your green card. You're not living in the United States. And then they're going to turn you around. May even hold you in jail. So, they have
you'll get me out, right?
Well, I will get you out, I promise you.
Yep, I'm cooking up curry chicken right now and burger rice. We just supposed to know burger rice.
Of course. It's going to be cooking with Brad and Squeeze.
Maybe we'll come down to Jacksonville, Florida. She can cook for us, and we can help. We can help her with all her legal problems right over the table.
If you want to get your immigration questions answered on Skype, or if you want to find out if you're ready for your bona fide marriage interview with our all-new Ratified Marriage segment, just call 1-800-529-5465 and ask for one of our producers. That's 1-800-529-5465.
Happy Halloween, everybody! Squeeze, a.k.a. Don't Shoot Me. You think I'm going to shoot you?
Not you, man.
Trayvon Martin?
Yeah, it's not you. I got to move this here.
Squeeze is Trayvon Martin.
Which way? I don't know which way.
And then he came and he goes, who are you supposed to be? I said, I didn't know that I was supposed to come with a costume.
You got to be my lawyer, man.
So I'm your lawyer.
Before I die.
Before you die. Or maybe I could be your bodyguard. I should jump in front of you.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot.
Okay.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
I'm a black man. Don't shoot. All right. You know?
Squeeze annoying today.
I'm serious. I'm a black man. Don't shoot. Happy Halloween, by the way.
All right.
All right.
And you have your pumpkin there.
Got my pumpkin.
Yeah. Are you going to wear the Don't Shoot sign the entire show?
If there are cops in here, I am going to wear that.
There's no cops here.
There are some good cops out there.
Yeah. Or there could be security. It was a security guard who shot Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
All right.
Same difference.
Well, happy Halloween, everybody. Please stay safe. By the way,
stay safe out there. Once again, welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show. My name is David Squeeze Annakie, and of course, Brad Bernstein, who jumped off the show. He's my attorney today. All right. So, how are you, Brad?
Wonderful.
I thought you were coming as something.
I was coming as something.
And then what happened?
Because we discussed.
You made me wear a hoodie with this
We discussed
outfit.
We discussed you were going to be Black Donald Trump, and we were going to put the wig on, which we got, which is right over here. I'll move it over. Okay, so we put the wig on, the pumpkin instead, and then we had a song for you to sing from Alexander Hamilton as Black Donald Trump. And Squeeze says, I'm not singing Alexander Hamilton songs.
You know, the Jamaicans are saying now, I'm saying to the Jamaicans, Brad, take me for Poppy Show.
So Squeeze comes off. Squeeze comes off the plane. So this is what he wore on the plane.
This is actually what I wore.
Exactly what you wore on the plane. He came in from Jamaica. Yeah. So he says, you know what? I'm putting the hood up. I'm Trayvon Martin.
I'm Trayvon Martin.
All right. But you didn't tell me you were coming with a costume because at the end you said, I'm not doing costume.
Look, it's easy for me. Because I'm black already. Yeah. So all I do is put up the hoodie, and that's it.
All right.
This is coming out.
Meanwhile, do you know Halloween? Halloween is you know what's the most dangerous time for Halloween?
What?
Your phone. Did you know that?
Why?
It says here there's a 45% increase in claims for lost, stolen, or damaged phones every Halloween. Got to watch your phone. 65% of iPhones are stolen today. On October 31st. 65% of all iPhones ever stolen in the year is on this one day.
Wow.
Probably because nobody has pockets in their costumes, I guess. People are getting drunk.
I guess this is like carnival in the islands because,
right,
you lose
people
your
are getting
phones.
into mischief.
Yeah.
Right? I don't remember growing up Halloween being such a big deal. I mean, I remember it was a big deal for kids, but I don't remember it being a big deal for adults. It's turned into a big deal for adults.
It is a big deal now.
Right. Or maybe just people just get really scared on Halloween and forget where their phone
Halloween is?
No.
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll find out from Jill in our ear real soon.
You don't know what the meaning is either. Jill will look it up.
They have some crazy crap about evil and all sorts of crap. Well, I don't know how true it is, but
Other news, quickly, Squeeze, before we get into answering.
What else is in the news on the Brad and Squeeze
Before we get into answering immigration questions, 4 counter-protesters charged with covering their face during the Charlottesville protest. So the counter-protesters who covered their faces, and there's a law, I guess going back in the days with the Ku Klux Klan putting their sheets over their head, that you're not allowed to protest with your face covered. And yet the counter-protesters did that, and 4 of them were arrested, and the trial starts today on Halloween. Isn't that weird?
Weird is an understatement.
Yeah. It's also the biggest year for horror movies ever in the United States. You like horror movies? I don't like them.
I love horror movies.
I don't, because I think it's happening to me. Like when the guy's like, going in the bathroom and about to open up the shower curtain, the guy's there with like the knife. I'm like, no, don't do it, don't do it. I get scared and I can't watch.
You know what I was for Halloween?
What?
I was the clown, Pennywise.
That's scary. I don't like clowns. Clowns scare me. I've never met a clown that didn't scare me. Clowns are scary people. I don't like corny people.
I don't know how good our camera is. Let's see if they can do a close-up,
Right. What do you, the clown?
No,
we should. That's as close as you get.
That's as close as we get.
What?
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
So that's what I was. That's actually me at fiction.
And
that's actually me.
Did anybody know who you were?
Well, hold on. Don't move the camera yet. I'm going to actually show you that people did find out who I was after I did this. That showed part of my face.
Ah.
See?
So you came out of
the mask.
I would never be a clown. They scare me.
It scared a lot of people, though.
Scared me.
Thank you so much. The producers are working, and the tech people are working. Like, real cool.
Mm-hmm. Right. And by the way, the scariest news of the day is that our president over here, the orange guy in the White House. I don't know if anyone got the joke there. We put the hair on the pumpkin. The orange guy in the White House.
What did our president
do? He surrounds himself with thieves, surprisingly.
And why?
And the Justice Department announced yesterday that George Papadopoulos pled guilty. Nobody heard of this guy before. He was on President Trump's inner circle of foreign policy advisors, and he was. The White House said that he was not a paid person he was a low-level volunteer, which is really not the case. Trump announced him as one of his 4 policy advisors when the campaign started. He was a paid operative. And apparently 1 month after he came on to the campaign, he was contacting Russia to have the Russians help get dirt on Hillary Clinton. And then he pled guilty to lying to the FBI about that. And now the special prosecutor, most likely, my guess is, has had him wired the last 4 or 5 months. So who knows who he has talked to about this? Because he pled guilty several months ago.
So when you say wired, you mean?
Which is because they just came out with it, but it was a secret that he pled guilty. Now I don't know for sure, but my guess is
because he did this on October the 5th.
Right. Yeah. My guess is that they put a wire on him, and they went around and talked to people. So who knows now? This is my guess. I don't know this for a fact. Nobody's ever written about it. It's just my assumption.
Right.
So who else did he talk to in these last 3 months?
Did you talk to you?
He did not talk to me. Who else did he talk to in the last 3 months that may have said something?
I didn't tell you to put a cream
about
on it.
this. And by the way, do you know if somebody is actually found guilty of helping to rig the election? That's treason, Squeeze. Do you know the last people that got found guilty of treason? You know what happened to them?
They died.
They died. You know who they were?
Who were they?
The Rosenbergs. They sold nuclear secrets to Russia in the 1950s. And they got the electric chair.
Yep.
So, I mean, treason is punishable by death.
No joke.
And if you took part in some sort of scheme with a foreign government to rig the election or to sway the election illegally, that's treason, or could be, depending on what happened. And who knows who this guy talked to. So the big news of the day yesterday was not that Manafort and his partner Gates, committed tax fraud. Okay, it just shows what Trump, thinks about draining the swamp. Okay, he goes on national TV, says, "I'm going to drain the swamp," and the first person he puts on his campaign to run his campaign is the the biggest monster in the swamp. Guy made $18 million, kept it offshore, kept illegal profits, never paid taxes on it. But we're going to drain the swamp, and we're going to bring this guy on our campaign. But that's not the biggest news of the day. Not the biggest news of the day that Trump is making the swamp bigger. Biggest news of the day is that this guy Papadopoulos, who Trump says is a volunteer, and who the special prosecutor in the FBI, and who Trump, in his own admission 6 months earlier, said he's part of my 4-man foreign policy team. 1 month after he came on to the campaign, reached out to Russians to get dirt on Hillary from stolen emails from John Podesta's email server, and tried to use that information, and whether he did or didn't, to sway the election. And he has pled guilty to that, lying to the government about what he did and when he knew it 4 months ago. And we don't know what the government has done with him for the last 4 months, but usually when they don't tell the world that so-and-so pled guilty, it's because they're using him to gain more information as an informant. Just like your low-level informant on the street. And I guarantee you, now whether they got anything or not, I have no idea. But I guarantee you, they put a wire on this guy, and he walked around Washington, D.C. talking to everybody and anybody for the last 4 months. So, it'd be interesting to see what happens. And then Trump says, "Oh, well, I can pardon anybody."
Did he speak to the president?
What?
Did he speak to the president?
I don't know. We don't know who he spoke to. And then it's going to be very interesting as it gets closer to Trump and Trump starts pardoning all of his relatives and close associates. At what point can the president no longer pardon to avoid, a constitutional crisis? Because the Constitution doesn't make him the king. The Constitution doesn't allow him to pardon people to avoid his own criminal investigation. So, listen, we're not political here, Squeeze, apparently.
We're not.
Jill says this is not a political program, but we seem to keep going there.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween. To me, that is the scariest thing that's going on right now. That is the scariest thing that's going on. All right, so we have some people on hold to answer their scary immigration questions today. Hopefully they're not that scary. You want to start off the show, Squeeze?
Yeah, I want to start the show off. Once again, I want to say happy Halloween to everybody out there. Be very careful. Be safe. All right, like Brad noted, quite a few crazy things happen each and every single Halloween. All right, make sure you keep your iPhone at home.
Yeah. Right. All right, let's go.
All right, but anyway, let's. What we do here is we answer immigration questions. So let's just get to a call. 93.5 WVIP FM. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I got to remind you, we are on Facebook at David Squeeze Annakie, at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. Also, Brad H. Bernstein. Are we on YouTube, Spar and Bernstein?
No, YouTube doesn't like us right now.
Okay, all right, no problem. Well, let's get to 93.5 FM that likes us.
Pansy.
Hi, good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
I have a question. I came to the United States about 3 months ago in the end of September. My green card, I picked it up in New York. My daughter in New York filed for me. But my daughter in Connecticut came and picked me up, took me to her house, and then she took me to the Social Security office to get my Social Security office number in Connecticut.
Okay.
I just got my green card this weekend in New York.
Okay.
Is it all right for me to apply for a driver's license in Connecticut?
Sure. You can move wherever you want. You can move to all 50 states. You get a driver's license in the state where you live. No problem.
And that's no problem? Do I have to change my green card address or anything like that?
I mean, by law, you're supposed to. You should file an AR-11 and tell them to move to Connecticut. You can just file that and at your convenience and submit it. It's not a big deal, though. In other words, if your green card was mailed to you in New York, that doesn't mean you're stuck in New York forever. You can pick up the next day and leave. That's the beauty of 50 states. You're allowed to move in any 50 states. All right?
All right, thank
Pansy.
you.
Happy Halloween.
But hold on.
Yeah.
She said she's going to pick up her green card?
She got her green card mailed to her in an address in New York, and now she wants to move to Connecticut.
Okay.
So I said, go.
Okay.
Cool. What are you dressed as for Halloween?
My bathrobe.
Your bathrobe. She is going as a woman in a bathrobe. Do you know, Pansy, I once went for Halloween in a trench jacket, and I had no shirt on. And I had shorts on underneath, but I looked like I was like a guy who would expose himself probably would be much more relevant now.
Let me just say this.
That was a costume, by the way.
As long as you're not Harvey Weinstein.
Right. I said much more relevant now. Much more relevant now.
But if you are,
yes, much more relevant. I did not expose myself, obviously, because I had shorts on underneath.
Thank God.
Right. Yes, thank God is right.
Not what a cop
All
said.
right. It just reminded me of something I did in college. All right. 1-800-529-5465.
Anything else you did in college you want to tell us?
By the way, that would be a great Harvey.
You want to tell us about anything else?
I've done a lot in college. 1-800-529-5465. That would be a great Harvey Weinstein costume now, by the way. You just put a pillow under your stomach, unless you're fat like me, and you just put on a bathrobe, and you're like you're Harvey Weinstein, right?
I wonder if anyone dressed up as him.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Anyway.
All right, Kay.
Hello?
Hi,
Yes.
Kay. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
What's going on?
My mother filed for me from 2006. I'm a farm worker. I work here 6 years. Seasonal worker. So I don't hear anything about the filing. I heard from the lawyer when I was.
Let me ask you a question, Kay. Are you single or married?
I'm single.
All right. So if your mom filed for you in 2006, you should have a green card today. You should have.
Actually, when I called, I didn't hear anything about them. I called them in 2014, and they told me that they throw it out from 2010.
All right, Kay, stop. You should have a green card today. Okay? I'm not sure about lawyers throwing it out. Immigration and the U.S. Embassy may terminate your case because you didn't prosecute it. Somebody fell asleep on all of this. Okay? But you can try to revive it. You can try to reestablish your priority date if your mother refiles for you again. We can help you get a green card, Kay. What you need to...
Kay, she must file again.
Kay, listen to me. The last thing I want to hear is bad advice from bad lawyers. Okay? So what you are telling me is bad advice from bad lawyers. They said this. They said that. They. I don't care about they. Listen to moi. Moi. Listen to me. Yes, your mom could refile for you. It is also possible you can get that old case back, that priority date back, either because immigration never terminated your case, unlike what your lawyer is saying to you, or if you have the same petitioner filing for the same beneficiary in the same visa category on a previously approved I-130, you can request your old priority date and you can adjust your status immediately.
Okay.
Don't listen to they, and you want. I'm going to end, and don't.
They. We talk about they so much.
They. Okay. If you know what happens with they, you end up.
What?
You know, it's like. I don't know what happens with they, but you end up with Kay without a green card when she should have got it 10 years ago. Hold on 1 second. All right. 1-800-529-5465. I didn't have a good retort for that, unfortunately. Yeah. All right. So let's do Rochelle in Manhattan.
I can't wait to get to that segment.
Okay, and then after Rochelle in Manhattan, we did this special thing where
I can't
for Halloween, where Jill and Patrice had me go to Fort Greene, Brooklyn, to the Halloween dog costume show.
I saw that. I was in Jamaica watching that.
No, but wait until you see the whole segment. It's quite. You're either going to say, Brad, I quit the show. I never want to do this again. But let's go to Rochelle first, and then we're going to go to the Halloween costume parade in Fort Greene, Brooklyn.
I wonder whose idea this was.
Rochelle.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Rochelle. I'm calling from Manhattan. My question is, a friend of mine, her husband, his daughter filed for him. He got a green card. However, coming here, he got a re-entry permit, and he spends most of his time in Jamaica.
Right.
He came back this year to do his citizenship. Because of the re-entry permit, he never got it. So now he went back to Jamaica. Can he file for his wife since he has the re-entry permit and he's out of the country now?
Yeah, he has a green card. He has a green card. And as long as he has a green card, he can file for her. Now, it'll take about 1.5 years. he has to actually come back to the United States before the expiration of his reentry permit. And when his wife goes into the U.S. Embassy in a year and a half, they're going to have to establish that the two of them are going to live permanently in the United States, that he's only in whatever country he went back to for a temporary period of time. But absolutely, at this moment, today, he can file an I-130 visa petition for sure.
But the reentry permit, he's in Jamaica and it's expired. So what is he supposed to do? Come back here and
okay? So if his reentry permit expired, he is not going to be allowed back in the United States. So at this moment in time, he has abandoned his permanent residence. Because if he gets on a plane to come back to the United States on a re-entry permit that expired and he's been out of the country for years, they're going to turn him around at the airport and say, you abandoned your permanent residence.
No, his last time here was in May of this year.
May of this year.
Yes.
Okay, so then he entered and then he went home, then he should come back immediately, yes. Okay, he should come back with it less than 6 months. I don't know if we're at that 6-month mark yet, but we're getting close. June, July, August, September. Yeah, he should come back immediately.
All right, and when he comes back,
and then he can file the I-130. Correct.
All right, then thank you.
All right. So squeeze.
Someone smart ass.
What?
What's
a smart ass?
Well, we got our social media crew over there, and they put up on my name. Yeah, Stacy, I didn't realize it was Halloween. This is just how black men dress in America. Be funny. Anyway.
All right. So 1-800-529-5465. So we went to the Halloween pumpkin Halloween costume contest.
Brad went to a dog parade.
Right. Now, I went to a dog parade to celebrate Halloween on Saturday.
You went to a dog parade.
And you know what? I think it doesn't really need an introduction. It really speaks for itself. All right, let's see what happens.
Were there any black people there?
There were a few.
Oh, okay.
Just a few. Just a few.
Just a few, right?
Just a few.
I'm just checking.
Right. All right, let's see what happened at the Halloween pumpkin parade. So the Brad and Squeeze Show never takes a day off. We're here Saturday for the Great Pumpkin Dog Halloween Costume Contest. I'm glad I got that right. And it's Saturday. We're in Fort Greene in Brooklyn. And my producer Jill and my producer Patrice dragged me out with my dogs. And we have dressed up Lucky and T-Bone as legal beagles. Now, Lucky put on the costume. T-Bone refused, so T-Bone is fucking paralegal. That's what we've decided. It's okay. We have a lot of competition here. I've seen dogs with grills on top of them.
You can just
you can rip me apart when we come back. I don't think we're going to win, but we're going to try. When I signed up, and I said that my dogs are dressed as lawyers, the person who signed me up said nobody likes lawyers. Come up with a different costume. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And meanwhile, we're going to walk around and we see dogs from everywhere. I've seen a Portuguese water dog. I've seen French bulldogs. And we've asked if they've had any immigration problems coming in and out of the country, and they apparently didn't. So obviously dogs, it's a lot easier for dogs to travel in and out than people. That's what's wrong with America today. But let's walk around and let's go visit some dogs. What are you guys dressed as?
I'm George McFly.
This is Marty McFly, and I'm Doc Brown.
You're the dog friend?
I'm Doc Brown.
Oh, Doc Brown. Yes. And how was 1952? Did you drive the DeLorean? Thank you very much. So who are you dressed as?
My dog and I were together dressed as a turtle.
You are a turtle together?
We're a turtle together. Bowie was supposed to be a turtle on her own, but she did not want to wear the hat anymore. So I'm helping her out, and I'm wearing her hat.
Yes. And I hear you are getting married.
I'm getting married tomorrow.
Congratulations. And this is what you do the day before your wedding?
This is how one gets ready for a wedding, yeah.
And are you in the bridal party? No?
She's too nervous. She's very, very shy.
Well, congratulations on the marriage. By the way, we're matrimonial attorneys. I hope you never have to call us.
I'm sure we never will for the next couple of years.
At least 20 or 30.
Sure, hopefully. Life, yeah, okay.
Congratulations, thanks.
Thanks.
One love. You're wearing on your head what?
Poop emojis.
Poop emoji. Have you been called any funny names with the poop emoji on your head today?
Yeah, definitely.
next in like 2 more. There's a lot of stiff competition. I don't even think we're going to even come close to winning. But let's see what happens.
Come on over here. We are our legal beagles. And clients. Do you do free consultations? Free consultations for everyone. Come on over here, legal beagle and client.
So that's a wrap here from Fort Greene at the Pumpkin Halloween Dog Costume Contest. I believe our legal beagles did not even place in 1st, 2nd, 3rd through 10, but maybe next year, our costumes falling apart, we're going to go and relax for the rest of the day. See you all back on the Brad and Squeeze Show. And we're all wrapped up here. Look at this. Come on, legal beagles, let's go. Yes, his little paw, he can't walk. We're good?
Brad, you gotta be an engineer, man. It's okay, it's all right. Back to your old job.
Yes!
You know, back to the old studio.
Oh my God.
Back to the future.
So that's what we did, Squeeze. What do you think of me and the dogs?
Well, I found out that nobody likes dogs that watches us
Obviously
on Facebook.
not.
Okay? And also, I'm quite sure the people are 93.5 FM.
What
the hell is going on? Because we're not hearing the audio.
Meanwhile, I do want to talk about Halloween liability issues, Squeeze.
Okay, liability issues,
yes.
That's good.
You know, people like getting dressed up, you know, and people like to trick-or-treat.
Right.
And there's lots of parties. Okay, but you know, I do got to talk about, since this is the Brad and Squeeze Show,
right,
the how to protect yourself from liability on Halloween.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, if you own a house, Squeeze.
Yeah.
Do you own a house?
Yes, I do.
Okay, up in Greenwich, Connecticut. Make sure you have no obstacles on the pathway from the sidewalk to the door when the kids are trick-or-treating. Because the kid's going to get knocked over, guess what? Guess who's getting sued, Squeeze? Moi. So make sure you got no obstacles, okay? And now, you know what other people do? They like to put Halloween decorations, and that also makes obstacles, where the wire's going across the web. The web, all right?
Yeah.
But make sure you have a safe pathway back and forth.
No ghost blocking you.
No ghost blocking you or anything, because somebody's going to trip and fall, and guess who's getting sued? You.
Moi.
Okay? Make sure you don't make it too dark, Squeeze.
Right.
If you make it too dark and you're inviting people to trick-or-treat in your home and knock on your door and it's too dark and there's not a clear pathway with lights, guess what? Guess who's getting sued, Squeeze?
Moi.
Correct. And then, of course, always be mindful of fire safety. You know, there's always the guy who's wiring his whole house, you know, with lights all up and down.
Right.
And you always hear one time a year somebody's house goes up in flames. So make sure when you're wiring your house and you're putting all these candles in, be mindful of fire safety. Always, Squeeze, I don't know if you've checked or not, but check your insurance. Is your insurance up to date?
Yep.
Your premiums up to date?
Yep.
Because you could be doing all of this stuff, and if your insurance isn't up to date, Squeeze,
everything is rolling into that monthly
payment. Guess who's on?
Mortgage and all.
Guess who is on?
Moi.
Correct. And Squeeze, most importantly, because I know you can get real.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't make it too real.
Get real.
Do not make it too real. I read an article, although this is quite ridiculous.
Real.
Correct. But I read an article, Squeeze, although this is quite ridiculous, that one woman sued the Realm of Terror attraction after she tripped over rubber mats while being chased by an employee with a chainsaw. And if this happened in your house and someone got scared in your house because you scared them and they ran out and they tripped running out, you will get sued. And most importantly, Squeeze, this is actually the most important thing. If you are having... What is this?
I guess
that's the scary house.
Right.
And the most important thing, Squeeze, and this is actually true, they have what's called dram shop laws. Okay, and the dram shop laws are, you know, if you serve somebody too much alcohol and then they get in a car and drive away and hurt somebody else, you're on the hook.
Right.
So as they say, when you're serving booze along with booze
and booze.
Right. You like
so
that? You like that one?
Booze,
yeah. Make sure you keep in mind that your guests leave your home in good shape. There you got it, Squeeze.
There you have it. I want to say, by the way, earlier, that segment of the show was truly for the dogs.
It was for the dogs.
My numbers are really for the dogs right now.
All right.
Makes USA Credit Repair looks like they're great.
You know what? Let's test. Let's test how USA Credit Repair does.
What the hell? We might as well now.
Let's test how USA Credit Repair does to the dog segment. Let's test how USA Credit Repair does to the dog segment.
Listen, we seriously need to get some immigration questions, though. So people, call us up right now with your immigration questions. The number is 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Someone actually said, yay. Listen to this man. He really knows immigration law. So call us up right now, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Going to go to some calls, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about USA Credit.
And by the way,
all right?
And then we're going to take some calls, and then what we're going to do is we're going to talk USA Credit, and then we're going to do some rapid fire. So everybody who wants to leave their social media questions on this Halloween day, now is the time to do it. 1-800-529-5465 is the number to call. It's also the number for my law office.
Absolutely.
But leave your questions on social media at law offices of Spar and Bernstein and David Squeeze Annakie, and we'll get to them.
Let's go to Andrew and the BX. Andrew, sorry about the wait, man. Listen, what's your question for Brad? Quickly.
Wait, Baba.
Andrew.
Andrew, to talk to you.
Hello. Yes, Andrew. Sorry about the wait. Go ahead with your question for the attorney, Brad.
Yeah, thought I was waiting forever. Yes. My question to you is in 2014, right? I think it was 2014. I filed for my wife and my son. And my wife passed, so now it's left my son. So my thing is, I already filed. He's in the last stage, and now I have to file for my last paper submitting this affidavit of support. I just came up yesterday from the Caribbean. You just had a hurricane and all that. So can I change my status? Because usually we go through the Barbados and get the visa, etc.
Wait. You filed? You just told me you filed for your wife and she passed away.
I filed for my wife and my son.
Okay, so what is it? So why are you asking about changing your status? If you filed for your wife and son, you have a green card.
Right? Because they was in the Caribbean. It was in the Caribbean.
So why are you asking about yourself and changing your status? I don't understand your question.
No, not my status. No, maybe you misunderstand me. My son's status, because...
Oh, your son is here in the United States right now. How old is your son?
He's 12.
He's 12 years old. Who sponsored you for your green card?
That was years ago. That was my aunt. That was years ago. That was 1993. I have that since 1993.
Okay, so your son was born after you got your green card.
He was born in the Caribbean.
I understand that. He was born after He was born after you got your green card.
Yes.
And when did you file for him? Did you file an I-130 visa petition for him?
Yes, I did.
Are you a citizen or a resident now?
I'm a resident, never filed citizenship.
Okay, and when did you when you said you filed for your wife and son, did you file separate I-130s for your wife and a separate I-130 for your son, or did you just file two different filing fees went in?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And how long ago did you file for your son?
The same time. But
what year was that? What year was that?
I believe it was 2013 or 2014. I can't recap.
Okay. And you have the approval notice for that?
Yes. I mean, right now he's in his last stage. I already did it.
Wait. You know what? You got to answer my questions, because this will go on for the next 30 minutes. I want to help you, but listen to the question I'm asking you. Do you have the approval notice for the I-130?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Okay. And your son is in the United States right now?
Yes, he is.
And how long has he been in the United States?
As of yesterday.
As of yesterday. Okay. You got to wait, and he got 6 months to stay here?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how it works. Yes.
All right. So now what you need to do is you have to wait 90 days. Okay? He got here yesterday. So yesterday was October 30th, November 30th, December 30th, January 30th. On February 1st of 2018, you can put an adjustment application in for your son. If you put it in before that time, he's going to be denied, even as a 13-year-old. Okay, so at the beginning of the new year, come see me.
Okay, I see.
You understand? Hold on.
1-800-529-5465. Once again, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. We're reminding everybody out there, please, if there's anything that we've ever asked you to do today, I am personally asking you to reshare our pages right now.
All right, let's go to some more questions.
All right, let's go to some
Richmond.
more. Yeah. Richmond, how are you?
It's immigration from Richmond. Or maybe this is Richmond. Hello? It's Rochelle.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's going on?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, it's squeezed tin mackerel and bread.
Tin mackerel and bread. That's what you're eating?
Yeah, man, yeah.
All right. What's your question for Brad?
Anyway, my question is I finished a green card approved, and I have 4 kids that I want to do the paperwork for. So I want to know, how long will it take, and if, I would need, affidavit support to file for them?
You have a green card. You have a green card and you want to file for your kids? Was that your question?
Yes.
And how old are your kids?
18, 1 15, and 1 7.
How did you get your green card?
To married, but me and my husband had broke up, so I got my approval to battered spouse.
Okay, so you can include your kids on your battered spouse petition. You're going to need an affidavit of support for them, but they're derivative beneficiaries on that battered spouse petition. They're eligible for their green card immediately. Where are they now?
They're here, and they're
okay,
undocumented.
So then they should be adjusting their status. Hold on 1 second. We can help.
All right. I'm going to go back and eat your dirty gal, all right? You know that's what they call tin mackerel, right? Dirty gal.
I didn't understand what she said, and I didn't understand what you said. So between the two of you, you're having your own conversations. 1-800-529. By the way, I told this woman, I said she has to adjust her status.
What is you?
She hangs the phone up.
Call back.
So I don't understand. So somebody calls and says, what do I do? How do I do it?
Yeah.
And I put them on hold so someone can explain to them what they should do and how they can do it, because obviously whoever filed their VAWA application did not advise them that, by the way, you can include your kids on this case.
There you go.
All right? The kids should have gotten the green card on the same day that she did. Why that didn't happen, I can't tell you.
And that's one of the...
And now I'm frustrated. Now I feel like I have been tricked.
No,
it's a trick. It's not a treat. I want to give people treats, not tricks.
I don't think you were.
I feel tricked. I feel tricked.
I just believe that people really need to take us very seriously when we're talking law here. I mean, we put some humor in it and some twist in it just to entertain and keep the ones who are not interested right now in it. So if and when,
such as dogs. Dogs.
You know, when I heard that idea,
yeah,
I said,
not every idea is the best idea, Squeeze.
I kept saying last week, really? You're really going to do that, right?
Not every idea is the best idea.
You know what?
And you want to know what? After I was done,
let me just
by the way, after I was done, I'm like, I go to Jill. I said to Jill, next year we're coming back strong with a good costume. She goes, we're doing this again? I go, yes.
And I'm like, you know what?
We're going to do this again every year until people get interested in the dog costume contest.
I'm not being racist, but I was born black. I'll stay black. That's all I gotta say. But I'm not going to a dog parade, all right?
I'm not. Millicent.
Hello?
Yes, hello there. How are you?
I'm okay. You, Squeeze?
Well, let me ask you something. Would you go to a dog parade with your dogs?
Yes.
Yes,
of course she would. Of course she would. Why? Just because? Why are you being so socially insensitive?
Because
people of all races, colors, and creeds love dogs.
I didn't say we didn't love dogs, but all I know is that it made our numbers. WVIP is going to call me and say, Squeeze, I need to speak with you. Yeah, what happened? Yeah. We have no listeners anymore.
All right, anyway, what's your question?
Yeah, my question is, Brad. My son filed for me I-130, and I do get approved, but I have a problem. I did not come in my name, so I don't get approved.
You got a big problem because that's a misrepresentation. You can't get a waiver through your son. You can only get a waiver through a spouse or a parent. So you have an enormous problem, and the enormous problem is you're wasting your time with your son because you can't get a green card through him.
Right.
Hold on 1 second. I don't have the answer for
we can help you here, all right?
I don't know if I can help, but hold on.
Well,
I certainly don't have the answer. It's not through the son, that's for sure. All right, let's go. Let's go to Kevin.
Kevin, how you doing?
Hello.
Kevin, how you doing?
Yes, sir. I'm okay.
Very good. Do you have a dog?
No, I don't have any dog, man. No, I just don't back home. I don't keep dog here.
All right, I couldn't hear that.
He's breaking up. He's breaking up a little bit. What's your question, though?
Like 7, 8 years ago.
All right, we have a bad connection.
And if somebody can pick him up and see if we can get a better connection with him.
Yeah, just hang up our call back. Yeah.
Earl. Also, Earl with a bad connection. Earl had a bad connection, too. Someone pick up Earl.
All right.
Let's try Nadia. Nadia.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Nadia. How is everything?
Bad connection, too. What's with this?
No, it's a good connection.
Oh, now we're good. Now
I can hear you. Nadia, you have a dog, right, Nadia?
He just passed away years ago.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
Do you want to get a new one?
Brad's got two.
No.
I have two. What dog did you have? What kind? What kind of dog?
Oh, Rottweiler.
A Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would eat my dogs.
I had one of those.
Rottweiler would eat my dogs.
Yes.
The Rottweiler would see my dogs and go, breakfast. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes.
All right, Nadia. What can I do to help you?
What's your question, Nadia?
Yes, I have two big questions. I know it's later for you guys. My first question is, if your mom just get the green card, 2 or 3 months ago, and you overage and you've been overstayed your visa in the United States, if your mom can file for you, and if there's a possibility to send you back home. Because you don't want
as long as you're single, your mom can certainly file for you. It's about 6 to 7 years. Of course, you don't want to go back home. But if that's what you need to do, that's what you would have to do. You would get a provisional waiver. And as long as you get the provisional waiver, you would go home for about 2 weeks, get your green card, and come back. It's scary in your head, and I know scary because it's Halloween, okay? But it's not, you're like, is it a trick or a treat? If I go home, it's a treat if you go home with a provisional waiver. It's a trick if you go home without the provisional waiver.
Okay, so how long are you going to take
It's right now, it's 5, 6, 7 years, but who knows what will be. Let your mom file for you, and you'll worry about down the line what'll happen. Maybe it'll go faster, maybe it'll go slower. No one knows. Maybe there'll be other options for you. Just because your mom, the biggest mistake people make, Squeeze, is they say, it's going to take too long, I'm not going to file. And my answer to that is, do it anyway, because you got nothing else going for you. And it doesn't mean that something else doesn't come down the line that you can take advantage of it. Yeah. So you can have multiple cases going. So do what you can do now. Okay, and that doesn't mean that ultimately you'll get your green card through that case. Maybe it'll be through a different case. Maybe it'll be law changes. Maybe you'll find another pathway in the future. And just because your mom files for you now doesn't mean you can't take advantage of other things. So people always say, I'm not going to do it because it's too long. I'll wait to see what else comes down the line. Well, why don't you do it and also wait to see what else comes down the line?
Yep. You never know. Yeah. As you've always say, do something, you get something.
Right. All right, so hold on. All right, so let's go, Squeeze. We're running out of time here. Let's go to USA Credit Repair. Okay.
A lot of people's credit right now is very scary.
Scary.
Very scary. It's scaring the crap out of me. So right now I'm simply saying to everybody out there, we joke around, like I said. We get serious, like I said. But right now, if your credit score is under 700, or if you have ever been late, you've ever been turned down, pick up your phone and call this company located at 222 Broadway. It's right across the street. Now, call them, have them give you a free consultation, 100% free consultation. If you want 3 of your credit score, it's going to cost you $1. If you want 2 of your credit score, it's going to cost you $0. All right? That's a free consultation. So make the call right now. The number is 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit, is a proud sponsor of the Brad and Squeeze Show. And we're saying every single person that calls today, we're giving you a 100% free consultation. Just call the easy number, 1-800-USA-7177. That's 1-800-USA-7177. Operators are standing by right now, and they will give you a free consultation. Your credit scores, if your credit score is under 700, you've got a scary score. And if you've got late payments, charge-off, bankruptcies, tax liens, judgments, those things have really driven you into the drink. So make sure you definitely call USA Credit Repair right now. It's time for what we call Rapid Fire, which is proudly sponsored by USA Credit Repair. This is the Brad and Squeeze Show. We must remind you that the number 1-800-529-5465 happens to be the number for the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. So make sure that you reach out to, of course, the the law office of Spar Bernstein at 1-800-529-5465. The same number that you call and get on air. All right, so good morning. Right and squeeze. I applied for my 10-year green card. Well, you want to read it?
No. I was... Whatever you want to do, Squeeze.
It's time for the social media guru
segment. Check-in.
Is social media guru around?
I don't know.
Hello!
Hello!
You know, you're not being festive. You're not being festive.
How come you're not dressed?
You may want to turn on your microphone. Crack stuff here. I'm gonna start pulling the talk that you used to pull.
Yeah.
No, we can't hear you.
Don't hear you. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the phone lines till we get her up. Okay. Earl.
Yes.
How are you, Earl?
Questions too, yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I got a quick question from my brother. About 2 years ago, he was in a car with some friends, and they got pulled over with a gun, and they went to jail, and the case was thrown out. Can he file for a citizen?
If he went to jail, but his case was thrown out? When did this happen?
2 years ago.
No, I wouldn't file for your citizenship without me looking at it first. And two, even if truly the case was dismissed, you mean he went to jail and then he made bail and then was basically, when you say he went, I get very concerned when you say he went to jail but the case was dismissed. Because jail is punishment. Unless you're telling me...
It can't be dismissed.
Unless he went to jail and couldn't make bail. It's possible. It's possible that's the case too. But either way, you need 5 years good moral character. And if you were a serious enough offense that you sat in jail, couldn't make bail, and it was a gun charge, I don't know if you're going to be able to prove good moral character. Certainly, even if the case was dismissed, I would, before you do anything, come speak to me. Hold on 1 second.
All right. So listen up. My friend's husband isn't working and has not worked for a while. Can he still file for her? His friends say all he needs is a family member to file affidavit of support on his behalf.
Your friend told
him that.
Say again?
My friend's husband isn't working and has not worked for a while. Can he still file for her?
Your friend's husband does not work for a while.
Is not working.
Is not working and has not worked for a while. Yeah, you can file, but he's going to need an affidavit of support from somebody else.
Right, exactly. That's it. Someone asked, how can I file for my sister's children?
How can you file for your sister's children?
Yeah.
You can't file for your sister's children. You can do an adoption if they're orphans.
Oh, so they could do an adoption.
Perhaps if the sister's children are here and they don't have their biological parents here and they're living with you, you can do a SIJ, special juvenile immigrant.
Okay.
And by the way, we are off Facebook, Squeeze.
We are?
Yep.
Mine still says live. It says mine is still live.
No. Mine's not.
Oh, it's frozen.
Yeah.
What the? So the screen is frozen, fooling me. So I'm here thinking that.
That's what I was showing you before, by the way.
I'm like, what did you show me that for? My stuff is live. No, it says it's live on mine.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Do the questions.
Okay, how long will it take for a sister to file for her brother?
How long will it take for a sister to file for a brother? About 12 years.
Okay, 12 years. I wonder if we can find Kim Moore again with a social media guru. Okay, let's see if we can hop over to Kim. Kim, have you tested your microphone? You sound like a quiet talker from Seinfeld.
Yeah, well, we don't hear Kim, so that's a problem too.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
too.
Maybe one day. This happens every day. Maybe one day we'll figure that one out too. Maybe we'll also figure out how to actually do a show live for 1 straight hour and not be kicked off. And spend all this time and effort doing it and getting kicked off.
You're not being sarcastic. You're being cynical.
I am being cynical. and that's basically the voice of somebody who is very, really beyond annoyed. All right, Lloyd.
Can't hear you, Kim.
What's up,
Lloyd? What's up?
We don't hear Kim.
No.
Hello there.
How are you?
Hello there.
Boy, I want to come in and speak to Brad Bernstein. He's the head of his law firm, and he's a full house lawyer.
Full service.
This matter here, it involves some corruption. And what is happening, it's being perpetually blocked. Now, it's a matrimonial problem that a lot of illegalities has taken place.
All
and the
right,
matter has been in front of the...
Hold on. We need to take this off air, seeing that it's got so much depth to it.
The Full House attorney.
The full service. He said full house.
He said full house.
But he meant full service law
That
firm.
was the whitest show ever put on television, Full House.
Speaking about that,
Yes.
what's going on with Kevin Spacey?
He apparently molested a child 30 years ago, and in admitting it, tried to deflect attention and say, "Oh, it's okay because now I'm coming out of the closet," and tried to deflect attention from what was actually, it was actually quite a cynical ploy on his part to try to say, because I'm gay, maybe we should talk about me being gay instead of me molesting children, and maybe I'll change the conversation around a little bit. But quite frankly, he was accused of and admitted to molesting this child 30 years ago.
Whoa.
Right, but, there's a statute of limitations, so he can't be charged with a crime anymore 30 years after the fact.
What's the statute of limitations?
5 years. At least in New York. I don't know. I think it happened in New York. So he
when
can't
did he come out and admit that?
Yesterday. And then they canceled his show, House of Cards, talking about Full House. Why are you covering your face, Squeeze?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought everything is broken.
No, but we're still taping. We're still taping.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're still taping. We'll run this again at a future date.
It's just like I like praying, Just pray.
Pray that something will work at some point.
Just praying.
Yeah. So he came out and said, yes, I molested this boy, or I touched him inappropriately, or whatever is, and he's terribly sorry for it. And also, I'm gay. So let's talk about me being gay and coming out of the closet. And then Twitter and all of social media was up in arms, and rightfully so, saying, you can't deflect attention away that you're a molester because you're coming out of the closet. That doesn't forgive you for trying to molest a 14-year-old boy. It seems like every person, it's a sick world, Squeeze.
What the hell is going on?
It is such a sick world. It seems like every person.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then Harvey Weinstein, I read in the New York Post today, I don't know if this is true or not. Okay. He came out with, in the New York Post, saying that he believes he is now having this messianic idea of himself, that he was put on this earth to go and rape and molest women for 30 years so that eventually it would come out that he was doing this, and therefore he would change the world for the better. Do you even believe such a thing? That he was placed on this earth to do it, and rape women, and sexually molest women, and inappropriately touch women. So therefore, you can't make this up. So therefore, when it would come out, it would be such a big uproar. It would be such a big uproar that it would change the world for the better. That he has actually changed the world for the better by doing this. That's what he is saying. Now, he claims now...
He sits down and dream up this
He claims now it's not true, but that's what the New York Post is saying he's telling his friends. So there you have it, Squeeze. Another show. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, throw it over. Patty cake. All right, everybody.
By the way, people, right now, sorry about the technical issues, but right now, everyone that's out there, call us up. Book your appointments to actually speak with Brad off air, okay, or speak with one of the other attorneys. The number to call right now is 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Slower with the number. Every single person call, and of course, get a consultation schedule. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Call up now and speak with Brad Bernstein. And, of course, one of the client services person to put you through to Brad Bernstein. We got to remind you also about the personal injury department. My other favorite department is the personal injury department, because when people get hurt out there, you need to go after the maximum compensation. And the law firm of Spar and Bernstein does very good, very well. So make sure you call them. Especially construction workers, you get hurt, you need Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-529-5465. Let's make it legal.
All right.
What did Tamika wear on your wedding day?
Oh, she's gonna smack you if you get this one wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Red and black
lingerie.
Lingerie.
Oh, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying now.
We weren't asking that. You can file for your citizenship 90 days before the 5-year anniversary of you getting your green card. You're not living in the United States. And then they're going to turn you around. May even hold you in jail. So, they have
you'll get me out, right?
Well, I will get you out, I promise you.
Yep, I'm cooking up curry chicken right now and burger rice. We just supposed to know burger rice.
Of course. It's going to be cooking with Brad and Squeeze.
Maybe we'll come down to Jacksonville, Florida. She can cook for us, and we can help her with all our legal problems right over the table.
If you want to get your immigration questions answered on Skype, or if you want to find out if you're ready for your bona fide marriage interview with our all-new Blatified Marriage segment, just call 1-800-529-5465 and ask for one of our producers. That's 1-800-529-5465.
Hello! Nothing like last. You're still Trayvon Martin?
Yeah, I'm still Trayvon Martin.
Can you be somebody else with a hoodie?
No.
No, just Trayvon Martin.
Probably be like Pharrell.
Pharrell.
You know, he's always staying at a place that you know.
I see him.
Yeah.
Gabby took a picture with him. He's a nice guy.
Nice guy, huh?
Yeah. He has. I don't know if it's his wife. He's always with this Asian woman. Is that his wife, his girlfriend?
Oh, I know.
Or maybe that's his girlfriend and his wife is watching and is now gonna kill him. I don't know. It's his wife. It's his wife. It's his wife. Yeah, she's a very pretty woman. I always see them in the elevator a lot.
Good.
Yeah, never says hello, Brad. Doesn't say, hey, catch the show.
Dude.
No.
We live in buildings where celebrities live in. Mm-hmm. But somehow you never manage to actually have a conversation with any of them.
Wow.
What's up with you?
I don't know what to say to them.
Did you check your deodorant?
Yes.
'Cause I've never smelled you before.
Yeah. No. I don't know what to say to them. Happy Halloween, everybody. Trayvon Martin. Happy Halloween, Trayvon.
Yeah. Thank you so much, but
Yes.
I'm already dead, so
already
we can't help
dead?
you right now.
You cannot. He has come back from only a ghoulish way.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Brad and Squeeze show. That's what it is.
So during the 9 o'clock show,
Yeah.
the ghouls and goblins got to our...
We had a facoctus, right?
The ghouls and the goblins
Yeah.
from Halloween got to our Facebook connection and took us off the air at about 9:45.
And you turned red.
I turned red.
Not orange.
Not as orange as this guy.
Yeah.
All right, orange pumpkin
I'm just
spice.
gonna say yeah.
This is orange pumpkin spice Donald Trump. Who else do we have here? They put pictures on this. Who's this guy? Oh, this is Paul Manafort. Who's that? I can't see. Who's over there?
That guy looked like one of those guys from the movie Poltergeist. You know which guy I'm talking about.
Which guy is this?
He looks like the guy from the movie Poltergeist.
Oh, you know who this is? This is
the guy from the movie Poltergeist.
No. That's Jeff Sessions from Saturday Night Live. Yeah,
but he just looked like the guy from Poltergeist.
Yeah, but wait. Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
Look, and this is Donald Trump, pumpkin Donald Trump. Wouldn't that be great if like Starbucks had like pumpkin spice Donald Trump?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that wouldn't be so great. Meanwhile, there's a lot of celebrities. We have pictures of celebrities, Squeeze.
All right.
We have pictures of celebrities in their celebrity costumes. All right, our first celebrity costume is David Squeeze Annakie as Trayvon Martin. Let's take a look at him. There he is. That's our first celebrity, right?
Well,
you're not going to be able to stand up all the way. You're going to be out of the picture. There you go. There you go. There's Trayvon. There you are.
Don't shoot.
Is that how he was acting?
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot. All right. Our next celebrity, Squeeze.
Yep.
Our next celebrity is LeBron James.
Step in, LeBron. Come on, LeBron. Come on into the studio.
LeBron James is going to step in.
Open the door. Come on.
Cavaliers star.
LeBron, step in the studio.
And he dressed up as a dancing clown. What kind of dancing clown is this? From the Stephen King book, It. Pennywise from the
That's the exact outfit I had.
Is that the outfit?
That's the exact
you
outfit
and
I had.
LeBron were the same guy?
The same outfit
Let me see your, pull out your phone. Let's show everybody again your outfit.
I did.
Show everybody.
A lot of people don't believe me.
Show everybody, you and LeBron. Now, is there going to be like on People Magazine who wore the outfit better?
I think I did it.
Who wore the outfit better on People Magazine?
All right, here we go.
There it is. If we can.
That was me.
Squeeze in on Squeeze.
Okay, you like the balloon?
There it is. Is that the same guy from It?
Yep, it's the same one.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So Bruce Willis did not go as a clown, Squeeze.
No,
the Die Hard star went as Shaima Ween? Who's Shia Ween? What are you doing?
I'm just looking at...
Who is Shaima Ween from The Shining? M. Night... No, I'm getting it wrong? The Shining Twins. I don't even know what... I don't know what any of this is.
Yeah.
Huge director that I've never heard of. M. Night...
No. That guy, he produces some of the scariest movies, just like Steven.
I don't do scary movies.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan, he went as a party. Let's see what Bruce Willis is. Maybe I know from the picture. Oh. What is that supposed to be? Who is he supposed to be? The twins from The Shining.
Two men holding hands?
Two men holding hands. That's what, I don't know about that one. All right, so... Okay. These are the twins from the movie. That's what I'm told. Gwyneth Paltrow as the box in Seven. What's the box? In the crime noir directed by David Fincher, I'm reading this, Gwyneth Paltrow plays the wife of Brad Pitt's character, a young detective who's tasked with hunting a serial killer, and if you've seen the film, you would know who this is. Do you know who this is?
Well, you don't.
These are weird, unusual costumes. I knew the clown. Mm-hmm. After the clown, it's all been downhill for me, Squeeze. And finally, Ellen went as Kardashian's sister. The forgotten one. Carla Kardashian, there's such a person? And Carla Kardashian, did you ever hear of Carla Kardashian? She's the black sheep of the family, apparently, the forgotten Kardashian. Never gets on TV and she's pregnant. And Ellen went as her. There you have it. Celebrity... I think the best costume is Trayvon Martin. David Squeeze Annakie wins first place.
That's what I say. Okay. Halloween or Halloween.
So happy Halloween, everybody.
All Halloween, All Hallows Eve, or All Saints Eve is a celebration observed in a number of countries on the 31st of October, the eve of Western Christian feast of All Hallows Day.
We have all this candy here, by the way. I don't know what any of this stuff is. It's candy from all over the
remembering
world.
the dead, including saints, martyrs, and all the faithful departed.
Wonderful. I just like the candy. So they got candy from all over the world here, Squeeze. You want to taste something?
I'll tell you what. Everybody who likes...
This is from Australia. Violet Crumble. Violet Crumble from Australia. Let's see, is it any good? I don't like this.
Oh, God.
I missed it. Ugh, that's disgusting.
What the hell was that?
Violet Crumble from Australia. Ugh. That's gross. All right. They want us to taste all this candy. We're going to be like a vomit fest.
You spit on the floor, man.
I'm sorry about that. All right, let's take immigration questions.
Some of it caught my hand, too.
I'm sorry. Violet Crumble is no good. What did you eat?
Which
one is that?
Tabrisk.
Tabrisk? What was in there?
Mild, strong, hottest. No wonder.
It's pepper. That's Turkish pepper.
Turkisk.
That's like a party gag. That's like a party gag.
Pepper. I didn't read it. I just ate it.
It's like a party gag.
I'm like, what? Jesus Christ.
There's chloride in it.
What?
They use it.
Thanks a lot, Jill, our producer. Did a wonderful job. The first thing I tasted.
Here, do this one. Do this one. It's supposed to be good.
Whoa. Why do black guys got to eat one?
Do that one. That's supposed to be
in
good.
a black and white bag.
That's supposed to be good.
I like this. You're telling me to eat one.
That's what they say. This one is the
good one. What am I? The guy that you're bringing to test the stuff first?
This is from the Netherlands, and it makes your tongue numb. I would love to see how you
Hey, all you radio listeners out there, you need to get on Facebook at David Squeeze Annakie and Brad H. Bernstein and Law Office of Spar Bernstein.
It says it makes common reactions, including tongue numbing, stinging, and near certain death in some people.
Why would you want to do that to me?
I'm just reading it now. That's what it says.
You got a good person.
Near certain death.
You got a good personal injury department here anyway.
Do not eat the Salos Pastillen from the Netherlands.
Oh, thanks a lot, man.
All right. Yeah, this one's...
What about some normal American candy bars like Snickers?
What else
What is
this?
Violet Grumble.
Zotz.
It's the way it shatters that matters.
What is the Zotz?
Jesus, listen to the marketing tagline that they come up with.
We don't even know what
it's the weight shatters that matters.
Fizzy booms from the Ukraine. The fizzy boom, is that what I have here in my hand? Where's the fizzy boom? Here. The fizzy boom from one of your favorite countries, Squeezed, the Ukraine.
Yes. That's not one of my favorite countries.
All right.
I know
and
it's some people's
this is like eating a sugared Alka-Seltzer.
You know what?
I think this is like going to be like a sugared Alka-Seltzer.
Everybody out there, if Jamaicans celebrated
I'm not
Halloween,
eat this.
Okay? What would be the Jamaican candy? Somebody call up right now and tell Brad. 1-800-529-5465.
Is there a Jamaican candy?
We have tons of Jamaican candy. But I want them to tell you what the Jamaican candies would be if they celebrated Halloween. Call 1-800-529-5465.
So far, there's nothing wrong with the fizzy boom.
Okay.
It just seems like a sucking candy, but maybe...
You know what's going to happen?
Maybe once I get in the middle of my mouth...
The same thing that happened when you bought sushi at a corner store. You remember that?
When I brought the gas station sushi? Yeah. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Let me do that for you.
All right, take the goggle off of me, please. It's gross. That's terrible. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Do not get candy from the Ukraine. Yeah. This one you're supposed to eat with a spoon. You want to try this one?
How can you eat candy with a spoon?
I don't know. Is there anything else good here?
I gave up, man.
Kinder. What's Kinder? It's just... Kinder is from France.
They would have to come up with something that rhymes with.
The French would have good. I would think the French would have good. This is probably good from France.
Yeah, good champagne.
Yeah, taste some of this. This is probably good from France.
Dude, you know, I don't want to know.
This is good. This is good. French, you would think, would have good candy. Yeah. The pepper I could deal without. This thing almost exploded in my mouth. It was really weird.
TMI.
I know, it was really
TMI.
weird.
Too much information.
It was very...
Too much information,
It was
man.
very sweet,
I don't want to hear...
It was very sweet, and then it just exploded in my mouth.
I want no description.
The French chocolate's good. Well, the key to the moral of the story here, Squeezes,
is not to eat candy that explodes in your mouth.
Right. Is eat what you like and don't taste stuff that says...
No, seriously, my lips are burning me.
Yeah, it said near-death experiences certain people have from there. I said, you should try it first.
No, seriously, my lips are like burning.
Yeah. Well, do you need to go to the emergency room?
I don't know.
Do you feel like you're going to make it?
I'm going to call my attorney first. Not even 911.
It's like a products liability suit. That thing shouldn't even be on the market.
Yep. 1-800-529-5465. We're going to be answering some immigration questions. So, people, we're going to rev up the line. So, tell your friends, tell their friends, to tell their family members, who will tell their friends and their foes. Call us now. We are ready to answer immigration questions. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. I'm bringing awareness today to, of course, a lot of folks out there in certain communities. Well, of course, where if you're black, hey, got to tell the cops, don't shoot, and adhere to the laws, by the way, folks, and be very careful.
By the way, everyone's saying Charmaine Gooden says Taffy.
Taffy, yeah, that's one. All right, there's one called...
Bam Bam? What's Busta Bam Bam?
Bam Bam and Busta.
And Busta, what's that?
Yeah, Busta.
What's Busta?
I can't explain it. Someone would have to call and explain it.
Yeah, and then Tamika says I was turning red. Yeah, if you had Alka-Seltzer exploding in your mouth, you would be turning red also, Tamika. Yeah. All right, 1-800-529, but my mouth, but I didn't eat the one that said near-death experience. That's
the one I ate.
1-800-529-5465. All right, so Squeeze, let's take some immigration questions. And then we have...
No, not unless you guys tell me I'm live, because I don't see...
You're live. We're live. We're live.
We're live?
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
I'm live on my feed. All right. Someone from Stamford. Hello?
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, good afternoon, brothers, please. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, Paula.
I have two daughters here in the United States. They're undocumented. They're twins. They're both 19. One of them recently had a baby. The baby is 1 month old. I got my green card like a month ago through the VAWA Act. I want to know, can I file for both of them or just the one that doesn't have a baby?
You can file for both. They're both derivative beneficiaries. You got to get the applications filed before they turn 21. They could have been included on your case. They are still included on your case till they turn 21, but they're running out of time. So hold on 1 second. Let us help you, okay?
How long will it take?
About less than a year. Hold on.
1-800-529-5465. This is the Brad and Squeeze Show. Want to welcome Michael Coleman, who just tuned in from Palm Beach, Florida. Very dear friend of mine. Got to say much respect to him. And, of course, we got our attorney here. Let's go to another call at 1-800-529-5465. And remember to share on all platforms. By the way, folks, you know, Brad doesn't feel it or believe it, but I know for a fact that we're much better than major networks on Facebook.
We are.
We have more listeners and viewers than them, even on 93.5 FM. So thanks, O'Shaughnessy.
Look at this fat guy on this candy. You think he would turn into this thing?
Looks like a ghost.
I don't know if he looks like a ghost, but he looks like a big pudge ball. Is that what you're going to end up looking like?
So seriously, are you guys going to put these out front so people can trick or treat?
I guess, yeah. Roshane, what's going on, Roshane?
This is Botan rice candy. Where's this from?
I don't know, but we're going to speak to Roshane while we figure out where Botan rice candy comes from. Roshane, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm calling from the Bronx, New York.
You're calling from the... Have you ever had Botan rice candy?
Oh, no, I've had the Stackerback before. I heard you discussing it. You said you don't know what it is exactly. It is like coconut mixed with Malta.
Which one are we talking about?
Stackerback.
The Stackerback, yes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Stackerback. All right.
So which...
It's a very dark hard candy.
By the way, Squeeze, you have to eat the wrapper with this. That's what it says.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says eat the wrapper.
My question to you, though, like, how long after you got a divorce can you remarry?
The next day.
Okay, and reason being why I'm asking is, what if from your previous marriage you had sent in your paperwork, but it got discontinued? So, like, to proceed into a next marriage and to send in your paperwork, you have to wait a period of time before you go ahead and do this?
No. You got divorced.
Will that affect anything?
Of course it affects it because you filed paperwork for a case that didn't get through, and now you're going back with the second marriage. They're going to take a look at that first marriage, and they may have questions about the bona fides of the first marriage, and they may have questions about the bona fides of the second marriage. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get a green card, but when you say does it affect it, it's not as if the first application went in and you forget about it. It's there. It exists. They know about it. It's going to be in your file. You're going to be questioned about it. But certainly you can refile again. So hold on 1 second. We can help you, okay?
And I just want to remind people that, yes, a lot of you are out there and you need help. Do yourself a favor. Call the hotline, 1-800-529-5465, which happens to be the number for the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, and book an appointment. I can tell you that. Just book an appointment.
Can they take you seriously with a don't shoot sign on?
Everybody knows it's Halloween. So
they know it's Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot.
The question is, who am I telling not to shoot?
Me?
Anybody that has a gun?
Anybody that has a gun? Anybody that doesn't...
Yeah.
Just basically the entire world. You don't want to be shot, period.
No, I do not want to be shot.
You know what? I think you're telling the entire world not to shoot you.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot.
Do not shoot.
All right. I'm going to try this, by the way, the Botan rice, and you eat the wrapper. That's what it says.
Right, because it's rice paper.
You eat the wrapper.
Go ahead, knock yourself up, man. Hold on.
You eat the wrapper.
Hold on. 1 second there, man.
You ready?
Are you eating the candy with the wrapper?
That's what it says. Nothing like good plastic in your mouth. It tastes like plastic. I think that
nothing like good plastic in his mouth.
Plastic in my mouth.
I could think of a few things.
Yeah. Don't be disgusting. It's like I'm eating plastic.
Nothing like good plastic in your mouth, dude. That just doesn't.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that won't come out right either.
It didn't come out right either. Out of your mouth, Emma.
Welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show.
Emma, what's up?
Let's get back to law.
Emma.
Hello?
How are you?
Yes. Good, how are you?
Good, what's up?
I have a question. I was married to my husband for since 2011, but he was not a citizen yet. Mm-hmm. But he became a citizen in 2015, and we got divorced in March. So my question is, can I file for my citizenship yet or no?
You have a green card when?
In 2015, January.
No, because you haven't been married to a citizen for 3 years. You've been married to him for 3 years, but not a citizen for 3 years. So the answer is no.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, once again, folks, it's the Halloween edition of the Brad and Squeeze Show, and we're here having some fun and some candy.
Yeah, have this.
No, I'm not. Dude, listen.
Have some plastic.
My mouth still burns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I give you some soda?
From this thing they call Turkish pepper. I guess, and it says on the back here, no one, too hot to handle. You've got mild, strong, hottest, and I guess this is the hottest.
I don't know why they say you can eat this wrapper. I finished the candy in the wrapper. I'm still chewing the plastic.
I told you. Yeah. You got tricked. Jill just said that and put that on the paper so that you'd believe it.
You know what we did?
Practical joke.
You know what we did the other day?
No.
We sent...
You took the dogs to the parade?
We took the dogs to the parade, and I'm going to show that again because I love the dog segment. Nobody else likes the dog segment. I love the dog segment.
People, please do not tune out.
But what we're going to show you right now before the dog segment is it's only about 2 minutes, so it'll give me time to get this out of my mouth.
Give me time to go wash my mouth out from this burning.
So we only have about 2 minutes, though. We sent Kim out on the street, our social media guru, to see what people on the street right outside of our building here at 225 Broadway in downtown Manhattan to hear their scariest Halloween moments.
I'd like to see this.
Yes.
By the way, folks, once again, 93.5 WVIP FM listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. But if you'd like to see what's going on in the studio, because this is actually a TV show, you can catch it on Facebook at David Squeeze Annakie, Brad H. Bernstein, Law Office of Spar Bernstein. And let's just go to this. You'll hear the sound on 93.5, but you'll view it on, of course, the platforms I just mentioned. The Brad and Squeeze Show. Let's take a look.
What's your scariest Halloween story?
A couple of years ago, my girlfriend and I went to the same exact party. And we were on 116th Street after the party, after a few drinks, just walking up Spanish Harlem, up and down, looking for a place to eat. Like really late at night. You know how that gets after you have a few drinks. And we ran into her teenage son. We went out of our way to just scream out his name as he's standing in the pizza shop with his friends. So, yeah, it was scary for him.
One year I was actually by myself watching a scary movie and just freaked out because it was so real, and I could have sworn I heard noises coming out of my bedroom. That slasher that continued, the Frankie, I can't remember his name.
Freddy Krueger?
Freddy. So I scared myself one Halloween.
I was on my way to a haunted house, and there was somebody on the floor with a creepy mask trying to scare everybody, and I almost hit them.
Getting hit by a weaponized egg, if you want to call it. It's basically a regular egg, but what happened is they put something in there. Whatever it was, when it hit me in the face, it caused some kind of a big swell mark on the side of my cheek, and all the blood just filled up into it. It was really bad.
It was a sleepover. A bunch of us girls were together. We watched The Exorcist. Never watched it again.
That didn't scare me. I enjoyed The Exorcist.
Back in Australia, it's not a huge thing. So, there's not really too many stories. There's people that come past and maybe honk at you, like drive past, which is kind of creepy.
When me and my brother were Ike and Tina Turner for Halloween, he had my pink guitar that sung songs. We won.
First place?
Yes.
I wasn't really that excited because I wasn't paying attention. We had to wear wigs, so I had to wear an afro, and that it was really itchy.
My scariest Halloween story would be I was going trick-or-treating with my friends, and a car pulled up and tried to take us in the car with him, basically, offering us lollies and stuff like that. So we obviously said no and ran home.
Run, Forrest, run!
It was so scary. But yeah, as long as you're with friends, and run away, you're fine.
Happy Halloween!
All right. Oh,
I liked it though.
It was funny though, right?
Cool.
But you want to know what's funny about the show? It's so bizarre because we do this and then we go straight to answer people's legal questions.
It's a bizarre show.
Bizarre show. Manuela from Westchester.
Thank you so much for calling the Brad and Squeeze Show. What is your question for the attorney, Bradford H. Bernstein, at the Law Office of Spar Bernstein?
Manuela.
That was such a good intro. All right, let's move on. 1-800-529-5465. Once again, folks.
Shanika in Philadelphia.
A full-service law firm.
I'm sorry about that.
Let's go to Philly.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Shanika.
Good afternoon. A friend of mine, she came here on a visitor's visa, got married to a citizen, and is about to file her papers. But she wants to know if the I-130 and the I-485 should be filed together.
Yes. Yes, the answer is yes.
Okay.
That's simple.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, let's go to Sean in the Bronx. Sean.
Okay. Sean in the Bronx.
Yeah, hello?
Hey, what's up, Sean?
Good afternoon. Thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome. What's up?
All right. So some years ago, my grandmother petitioned for my mother and her dependents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we came to the U.S. this year, July this year, July the 28th. But see, the thing was, when the petition actually came through in 2009, 2010, she had 4 dependents, right? And when it came through, finally came through in this year, only 2 of her dependents were still within the age range. That's from like 1 to 21.
Yes.
And my older sisters, they passed 21. So my
how long did it take for the I-130 to get approved? Because there's something called the Child Status Protection Act, but you have to figure that out. Your question is, can the kids who turn 21, can they still be included on the case? And the answer is, it's Child Status Protection Act, and we got to figure out, to determine the Child Status Protection Act, you got to figure out how long did it take for the I-130 to get approved. Do you know that answer?
I can estimate it. I can give you a pretty close estimate. It's at about like 7 years.
7 years it took the I-130 to get approved?
Yeah, because
from the time you filed the receipt to the time you got an approval was 7 years. It's possible. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because my mother, she told me that she got the letter of that my grandmother is petitioning for her and her dependents back in 2009. But when it actually came through, that was in 2016. But at that time,
let me just make sure that I understand that we're talking about the same thing. When you said it came through, there's a filing of a receipt, and then there's an approval, and then there's a processing for a green card. So when you're saying it came through, was it the processing for the green card or the approval of the I-130?
In 2016, the approval.
The approval. Okay. So okay. If that's the case, lucky for the kids, because then they get to add approximately 6 to 7 years on to their 21st birthday. So they have until approximately 28 years old before they fall off the case. I would need to see that approval notice and make sure that what we're talking about is the same exact thing. But it sounds like they're going to be okay.
Okay, so what my question basically is, what legal action can we take?
It's called the legal action is you hire a lawyer, and then he contacts the U.S. Embassy and says there's something called the Child Status Protection Act, and here's the proof that they still fall under it, and you get them back included on the case. So hold on 1 second.
The action is to hold the line.
Hold on, that's the action.
Doesn't matter where you are, we can get it done.
How sick are you from this food that Jill made us eat? My stomach is churning by the moment. Tracy.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good, and how are you?
Fabulous, but for eating all of this candy from all over the world. Not so good from that. I think I will survive. The one person that we got to worry about is Squeeze, because he ate the one that said could cause death.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, black guy. It's always happened to the black guy.
Right, well, that's
what
happens
in the movies.
In all the horror movies, the black guy goes first.
Exactly.
So it's Halloween, so that's how it goes. All right, what's going on, Tracy?
Okay, my daughter is a U.S. citizen, right? I'm presently in the country on a visitor's visa. So what I'd like to know, can she file for me while I'm here?
Yeah, if she's over 21 and you're in on a visitor's visa, she can, but you got to make sure, and I say this in almost every show, don't file the adjustment until you've been here for more than 90 days.
90 days. Okay.
Hold on if you need... I'm sorry, go ahead.
If she does file for me, how long will it take to come through?
About 6 to 9 months. So hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
All right.
1-800-529-5465, the Brad and Squeeze Show.
By the way, there's one person in the world, Squeeze, I don't mean to interrupt you like I usually do.
I mean, what's new? I mean, come on. We know you're going to interrupt anyway.
There is one person in the world
Yeah.
who loves two people in the world. Three people.
Oh, there's one person in the world that loves two people in the world.
No, I just thought of three people in the world.
Yeah.
Nope, four people in the world.
This is what I got to deal with.
Okay?
Yeah.
There are four people that I could think of in the world who love...
You sure you don't want to make it five?
No, it's only four. I can't think of a fifth.
All right, sure.
Four people in the world who love the USA Credit Repair segment. There are four people. There is Squeeze's mom, loves it. She can't get enough of the USA Credit Repair. Joanna, bless her little heart. Okay? Loves USA Credit Repair. Okay? David Squeeze Annakie loves the USA Credit Repair segment. Zenmar down in Jamaica loves the USA Credit Repair segment. And Cordella Willery down in Florida, who's been watching us since day one, just reminded me, don't forget to do USA Credit Repair.
Cordella, you are a lovely person.
She just texted it.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can do that segment right after you. Pauline Brown Bennett's got to go. She says, how long does it take for my husband to file for my son? He's 18 and my husband is a citizen.
Is this the rapid fire round? You just decided to ask that question.
Because Pauline wants to go.
Oh, she wants to go where?
She got to go do whatever. I don't know.
So what's her question?
How long does it take for my husband to file for my son? He's 18 and my husband is a citizen.
If the marriage occurred before the 18th birthday, about a year. If the marriage occurred after the 18th birthday, your husband can't file for him.
Okay. With that said, there you go, Pauline. By the way, folks, it's Halloween, so tell you what. Right now...
That was a goblin.
The next
goblin.
The next 30 people that calls USA Credit Repair, they will work on your credit absolutely free. No gimmick, no joke, no bluffs. For 30 days. 30 people.
You're not bluffing.
No. 30 people.
Is this a trick or a treat?
It's not.
It's a treat.
I like that. Trick or treat.
Is this a trick or treat?
No, it's a treat.
It's a treat.
Yeah.
The next 30 people will get this treat.
Their credit will be worked on for 30 days
for free.
Absolutely free.
And is there a special Halloween number?
Yes.
Halloween number for the special treat.
The special Halloween number.
If you are number 31, though, it's a trick. Because they're only going to do it for the first 30 people.
Absolutely. So I'll tell you what. 30 people, you'll get your credit worked on for free for 30 days. But you've got to call this number. 646-200-5881. That is... No, I know you don't.
It's a brand new number.
By the way, when you hear us respond to something like, what are they responding to? That's the executive producer speaking into these Secret Service things in our ear.
People think Squeeze is like crazy. He's like talking to nobody.
Talking to myself. I know you don't have the number. And then I'm giving out the number. You know, the number. By the way, if you want to get your credit repaired for free right now for 30 days, everybody call this number right now. The number, well, not everybody, 30 people. 646-200-5881. If you have ever been turned down, if you have ever been late, those negative infractions don't get up and walk off your bill. A lot of people also think, Brad, that because they start paying their bills on time again, that's going to make their credit perfect and make the old negatives go away. No, it doesn't go away. It stays there for a while. So pick up your phone and call this number and get your credit.
Give the number quickly. People love it.
646-200-5881.
Squeeze, they love it. They love it. Are you giving me the finger?
Look which one.
It looked like you're giving me the finger.
646.
I love this segment.
646-200-5881. Which finger is this, Brad?
It looks like you were giving me the other finger.
Yeah, I know, but look.
I know,
646-200-5881. Call right now. Get your credit worked out for free. Everybody now, share the page again. We're getting back to immigration questions.
All right. So now,
Wonder Bar.
Wonder Bar. You're going to eat that? What's the Wonder Bar from?
Canada.
Is it from Canada?
Oh, Canada.
It is from. This bar offers a peanut butter caramel experience, Squeeze. We're pretty sure we had these back in college, like a Butterfinger, but with more complexity.
Butterfinger.
Let's see Squeeze eating the Wonder Bar from Canada. Squeeze. The Wonder Bar from Canada, Squeeze.
It tastes Canadian.
It tastes like a Canadian.
It tastes Canadian.
Oh, I thought you said it tastes like a Canadian.
It tastes Canadian.
I'm like, what does a Canadian taste like? What does it taste like? Can you describe it, Squeeze? Can you describe
It's got
the
caramel,
Wonder Bar?
got chocolate, and the world got tricked.
All right, let's go to Diane, who's calling all the way from Jamaica.
Can we? Okay, after Diane, can we go to Kim? SMG?
No, we're going to go to the dogs and then SMG.
Hello there.
Yes,
How
Diane.
are you?
Good afternoon, Squeeze. Good afternoon, Brad.
How you doing?
Am I going to see you for New Year's Eve at Fiction?
Yes. Yes.
No, Squeeze.
You're not a club girl?
She's not a club girl.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
Are you a church girl?
Yeah, most likely.
Are they exclusive? You can't be a club girl and a church girl?
You can be both.
You can be both?
Did you know?
You can be both. It's
You can't be
your
both.
choice.
Did you know that Jamaica has
And
the
of
most
course
churches
this-
per capita?
I do know that.
Okay. Did you know that Jamaica has the most bars per capita?
I did not know that.
Okay, all right.
Is that true?
Fact.
Really?
Okay.
Diane, what is the candy?
Yes,
what is the
Dad.
candy of choice in Jamaica?
What's your favorite candy in Jamaica?
Buster.
Busta.
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 Yeah.
Isn't that the same thing as Tagabak?
Of course, it's the same thing as
Exactly.
Tagabak. Everybody knows that, Squeeze. If I only knew what Tagabak was. What is
Tagabak.
it?
Right.
Stagabak. All right, what's your question? It's a long distance call, though.
Yes, Brad. My question is, I have gotten sending my documents to USCIS. They asked for additional evidence for my I-601 waiver.
Mm-hmm.
However, the criminal record that I sent in expired the 16th of this month. I'm wondering, but they had received the documents before the expiration.
What do you mean by it
criminal
expired?
record.
What do you mean I never heard of a criminal record expiring. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's valid for 1 year when you do it in Jamaica.
That's fine. I mean, it doesn't change. It doesn't change anything. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
And by the way, this
What?
is Most Blessed Diane.
Ah, most blessed Diane, who's been watching us all the way from the beginning. Thank you, Diane, for calling.
Thank you, Brad.
All right, be well. Happy Halloween. Hope to see you, too. All right, let's go to Marie in Florida. Marie?
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Hi, Marie.
Brad, I have a question.
What's your question?
I have my friend in 1999. She has a green card since 2008. She married. She has her daughter. She has a daughter. She has a green card since 2008. In 1999, she has a misdemeanor before she had the green card. She entered the country without the court paper said then the defendant processed an identification document knowing that it was false.
Okay, so false. All right, so she had a fraudulent document. She got her green. She got her green card. Did the government know about this?
Yeah, she has a green card. Yeah, she has a green
so what's the
card.
problem? Tell me what the problem is.
Her green card is going to be expired in 2020, 2020. Can she file for her citizenship?
Yeah, as long as the government knew about this arrest and conviction prior and let her in, sounds like a petty offense, it would be okay. I mean, I think we should double and triple check before she does anything, but it sounds like she's going to be okay. So hold on one second.
Because she went to the interview here.
Yeah, I understand.
As
long as the government, she presented, she said, here, I was arrested with a fraudulent document. This is what happened. And the immigration officer looked at it and says, this does not prevent you from getting a green card, then that is perfectly fine. What is not perfectly fine is hiding it, then saying, oh, they don't know anything about it, then filing your citizenship, and then they discover it, and now you are in what we would call at the Halloween dog costume show, big doo-doo.
Big doo-doo.
That's the difference.
No, they know. They know because when she filed,
then she
has to explain.
Fine. So then she should be okay. But we want to double and triple. The only thing we need to double and triple check is sometimes the immigration officers make mistakes, and even though you've presented it, because I've seen this happen, even though Squeeze, are you listening?
I'm listening.
Is that Turkish candy getting to you?
No, I just realized something that you did earlier.
Because at the time she has a lawyer. She has a lawyer.
So
lawyer
right.
does
Sometimes that's wonderful. Sometimes you presented a disposition to an immigration officer, and you're entitled to the green card, and they say you're not. And sometimes you present a disposition to the officer and they say you're not entitled when you are. So sometimes they make mistakes. And I've seen situations, let me just finish one sentence. I have seen situations where somebody presented the disposition, they got their green card, and then they go for their citizenship, and even though they presented it and did it all, actually the immigration officer made a mistake and they should never deserve their green card in the first place. So it's always good to double and triple check.
So what should she do?
Hold the line.
Hold the line. That's what she should do. Okay, squeeze.
Let me just say this much.
Yes.
Earlier, Brad put a candy in his mouth and said that you're supposed to eat the wrapper. Now, evidently, some of us, we should just stick to being a lawyer.
But that's what it said here.
Read what it says here. Just read it.
Each candy has an edible. That's why it was plastic and I spit it out.
No, read it. You're not reading it. Just read it. Read it.
Each candy has an edible inner wrapper that melts in your mouth.
Inner wrapper.
Correct.
That means it's in the middle of the candy.
That's why.
So you were eating the outer wrapper of the candy.
I was eating plastic and I spit it out. I said, I don't understand what kind of stupid thing this is.
Because the inner wrapper is in the middle of the candy, but you were eating the outer part of the candy, which is all plastic. So you were eating plastic.
Fine. Okay, exactly what I was saying. Why I'm eating plastic. Why is this fun? And as a matter of fact, if you go back and roll back the tape, that's exactly what I said. Yet on the card that you gave me, it says you eat the candy with the plastic. And I told you
that it was a practical joke for you to eat that.
It says they want you to eat the wrapper. The first sentence. I ate the wrapper.
I just saw that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Get a close-up. They want you to eat the wrapper. That's what it says on the card here.
I'm not a content writer, all right?
Oh, my God. All right. You know what? You know what I want to do?
Let me give out the numbers first.
Okay,
because this show is really about helping people, and this is a law firm that puts on the show, Brad and Squeeze, along with the LinkUp Media Group. We want every single person out there with any kind of legal issue right now, whether it's personal injury, criminal defense, tax law, family law, and yes, immigration. You've got those issues. Call right now. The number is 1-800-529-5465. Even if you don't have an issue, dial the number, save the number. You never know when you're going to need the number. So dial 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. And I want to say a special link up to my construction workers. Do not be wearing any Halloween outfit on the site. All right?
Correct.
Just want to make that clear.
Very, very good. So right now, what we're going to do, Squeeze, is because I love this, and we're going to retire this segment after today.
I hope so.
Okay, it will be retired. It'll go into the dog yard. It'll go in the dog house.
Yes.
All right, this segment will be going to the dog house. Your last opportunity. I love this segment. Don't turn away. We're going to watch Brad at the dog Halloween costume party, and then we're going to come right back after, go right to social media, rapid fire, and we're going to answer all your immigration questions in the last 10 minutes of the show. Let's, for the last time ever, final time for the dogs, Brad at the dog show. So the Brad and Squeeze show never takes a day off. We're here Saturday for the Great Pumpkin Dog Halloween Costume Contest. I'm glad I got that right. And it's Saturday. We're in Fort Greene in Brooklyn. And my producer, Jill, and my producer, Patrice, dragged me out with my dogs. And we have dressed up Lucky and T-Bone as legal beagles. Now, Lucky put on the costume. T-Bone refused. So T-Bone's now the paralegal. That's what we've decided. We have a lot of competition here. I've seen dogs with grills on top of them, space dogs. I don't think we're going to win, but we're going to try. When I signed up, and I said that my dogs are dressed as lawyers, the person who signed me up said nobody likes lawyers. Come up with a different costume. But we'll see what happens. And meanwhile, we're going to walk around and we see dogs from everywhere. I've seen a Portuguese water dog, I've seen French bulldogs, and we've asked if they've had any immigration problems coming in and out of the country, and they apparently didn't. So obviously dogs, it's a lot easier for dogs to travel in and out than people. That's what's wrong with America today. But let's walk around and let's go visit some dogs. What are you guys dressed?
I'm George McFly.
This is Marty McFly, and I'm Doc Brown.
You're the dog friend?
I'm Doc Brown.
Oh, Doc Brown. Yes. And how was 1952? Did you drive the DeLorean? Thank you very much. So who are you dressed as?
My dog and I were together dressed as a turtle.
You are a turtle together.
We're a turtle together. Bowie was supposed to be a turtle on her own, but she did not want to wear the hat anymore. So I'm helping her out, and I'm wearing her hat.
Yes, and I hear you are getting married.
I'm getting married.
And this is what you do the day before your wedding.
This is how one gets ready for a wedding, yeah.
And are you in the bridal party? No?
She's too nervous. She's very, very shy.
Well, congratulations on the marriage. By the way, we're matrimonial attorneys. I hope you never have to call us.
I'm sure we never will for the next couple of years.
At least 20 or 30.
Sure, hopefully.
Life,
yeah, okay.
Congratulations, thanks. One love. You're wearing on your head what?
Poop emojis.
Poop emoji. Have you been called any funny names with the poop emoji on your head today?
Yeah, definitely.
So we're up next in like 2 more. There's a lot of stiff competition. I don't even think we're going to even come close to winning. But let's see what happens.
Come on over here. We have our legal beagle and client. We do free consultations for everyone. Come on over here, legal beagle and client.
So that's a wrap here from Fort Greene at the Pumpkin Halloween Dog Costume Contest. I believe our legal beagles did not even place in 1st, 2nd, 3rd through 10, but maybe next year, our costumes falling apart, we're gonna go and relax for the rest of the day. See you all back on the Brad and Squeeze Show. We're all wrapped up here, look at this. Come on, legal beagles, let's go. Now.
Right. People want to know.
What do they want to know?
What's up with the tight pants?
That's what they want to know? Yeah. What's up with my tight pants?
Yeah. Honestly, I've never seen an attorney in a tight pants.
It wasn't that tight. I was comfortable.
You were?
Yeah. It didn't look overly. It wasn't. I didn't like struggle like on my bed to get them on. I just put them on regularly.
Pretty tight, man. They look pretty tight.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I was comfortable.
As they say in the Bronx, you would say, and you don't know?
I don't know. Brooklyn, that's how they wear the jeans in Brooklyn.
Okay.
That's how they do it. That's how they do it in Brooklyn.
Not in Chelsea?
Not in Chelsea, but that's how they do it in Brooklyn.
I'm sure that's how they do it in Chelsea.
Yes, all right.
Let's get to the show.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Social media guru.
Where
it's time for rapid fire. Kim. Yep.
Are you kidding me? We still don't have our sound. Kim. Oh, now we hear you. Now we hear you. All right, rapid fire. Let's go.
Okay, Simone on Facebook would like to know, my husband and I were sponsored by my stepdaughter. We have 3 minor kids aged 16, 12, and 7, all who have visiting visas, and they were not a part of the sponsorship. How do I bring them to the USA?
After you come with your green card, you're going to turn around and file separate I-130s for each of them. It'll take about 1.5 years.
Hey, this is from Lisa Big.
Lisa, okay, we're going back and forth.
Yeah. Hey, my daughter was being filed for in 2013 by her stepmother, but her father and his wife being separated. I got her a visitor's visa and went to go live with the father, but she's now with the father's sister. Is there anything that can be done back with the filing? I'm confused here.
Say that again?
All right. Hey, my daughter was being filed for in 2013 by her stepmother, but her father and his wife are being separated.
Okay, so all right, so the stepmother is separated from the biological father. If she has a relationship with the stepmother can continue. If the stepmother doesn't want to continue, then we got to find a new petitioner. Kim.
Paulette would like to know, I have a conditional green card. I'm going to remove the condition soon. How long after I get the card back can I file for my citizenship?
If it's in a bona fide marriage, 2 years, 9 months, and 3 days from the day you got your conditional green card, you can file for your citizenship, whether you got your card back or not.
Okay, you already answered the one by Pauline, so you can go again.
Keep going, social media guru.
Suyan on Facebook would like to know, my husband did his fingerprinting in July, but we haven't heard anything back. How long will it be before they call him for his interview?
I don't know what the interview is for, but if it's citizenship, adjustment, whatever it is, they're backed up. So you should get it sometime over the winter. If it was an adjustment, you should have gotten your work permit already.
Okay.
Kimberly.
Kim, keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
This is not social media. You got to keep fast. Let's go.
Yeah.
I was ready for Squeeze.
No, Squeeze has nothing. Okay? Go on.
After the dog segment, I have nothing.
Squeeze has got nothing after the dog segment. Keep going.
Nicola would like to know, is the work permit currently taking longer than 90 days?
Yes, about 120.
Jacqueline would like to know, I applied for my 10-year green card March of this year, but haven't received it yet. How long is it going to take for me to get it back?
Over a year.
Simone actually has a follow-up question. Who was filed for by her stepdaughter and has her 3 minor children. She's going to go back to Jamaica to care for them. Is it necessary for her to pay taxes outside of the USA?
Yes.
Dina would like to know, if I'm red flagged, is it wise to travel? I have a fear to visit Jamaica and not be let back into the country.
Why are you red flagged?
Yeah, what do you mean red flag?
You got a red. What happens if you're yellow flag?
Yeah.
Or green flag?
Soccer or football?
Yeah.
What's up here?
You have a yellow card penalty.
Here's what you need to do. You need to speak with Brad. So I'll tell you what, you need to call this number right now and speak with Brad before you go anywhere. 1-800-529-5465.
They said eat the rapper. Doesn't this look like the rapper?
Inner rapper.
But it doesn't say inner rapper. It just said eat the rapper. All it says is I'm reading this. They want you to eat the rapper. All right, so what does that mean? Kim, let's keep going.
Absolutely. Yeah. Maria would like to know, I'm a legal resident for 6 years. Do I qualify to do my citizenship?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Jacqueline would like to know, I applied for my, we already read Jacqueline, sorry. Sophia would like to know, if you have a 2-year green card and you're going in next year for the 10-year green card, how long do you have to wait to file for your citizenship?
2 years, 9 months, 3 days from the day you get your conditional green card.
And by the way, Carol and Anderson Tiger,
excuse me,
said your pants was tightly fitted, bro.
They were not tightly fitted. Okay? It's called go to the store and they say, do you want the regular jeans or you want the slim jeans?
Yeah.
I get the slim jeans, okay? That doesn't mean I get the tight jeans. They're called slim.
Team Brad is loving it.
Boy, everybody has to comment on everything. I think I'm a well-dressed man, Trevon Martin.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes.
So because I'm wearing a hoodie, I'm not well dressed, I don't get a shot, right?
Yeah. All right.
That's basically what I'm protesting
Social media guru, continue.
Absolutely. Vulcan would like to know, I saw on a 601A application, section 29B, that you have a final order of deportation. You need approval 212 first. What does that mean?
That means if you've been ordered deported, you need to get a waiver to re-enter the United States prior to leaving. You need a waiver to re-enter after a deportation order. So you can either do a 212 waiver or you can go and try to reopen your deportation case, one or the other. But you can't leave the United States under an order of deportation and think you're coming back with a provisional waiver. You either need a waiver for the deportation too, or you got to reopen your deportation case.
And last but not least, Smith would like to know, do you do prenups for other states?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Oh, let's hope you're in Connecticut, Smith.
Yes.
Oh, I have one last minute one. Ronald would like to know, his cousin is a citizen in the UK, born Jamaican. Her mom is a permanent resident in the U.S. She's planning on doing her citizenship soon. Can she file for her daughter in the UK, and how long will it take?
She can, but if the daughter's over 21, about 7 years. If the daughter's under 21, about a year.
We got through them all.
Squeeze, we made it 60 minutes.
Yep. Someone said the name doesn't describe the genes. They're a warning for the body types they were intended for. So someone is saying you can't wear skinny jeans because you're not skinny.
What are you talking about? Wow, they are tough. They are tough. They are tough. So should I get fat boy jeans?
I don't know. Go back to your true religions, man.
All right, we're out of here.
You got skinny
Happy
legs,
Halloween.
You got skinny legs, though, man.
Yeah.
The proceeding was information
Very
only
skinny
and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And, of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?